我爱台湾. Did I get that right? I love Taiwan. The CCP is trying to quash that democracy through force, and we saw that when we were on the island. But the United States must support Taiwan. Protecting Taiwan's democracy is the key to U.S. national security.
The U.S. commitment to enabling Taiwan to maintain a sufficient self-defense capacity has been and will remain rock solid.
Thank you for being such devoted friends of Taiwan. This year alone, we have welcomed to Taiwan over 40 bicameral, bipartisan members of Congress, plus 4 governors. The Biden administration has so far announced 11 arms sales packages to Taiwan. We thank the U.S. government for consistently addressing security commitments to Taiwan. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's my distinct honor and pleasure to once again welcome all of you, our dear friends, to the Twin Oaks to celebrate the 112th National Day of the Republic of China with the people of Taiwan. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the government of Taiwan to extend my sincere appreciation to all of you here tonight. Thank you for being such devoted friends of Taiwan. I became hostess of Twin Oaks just over 3 years ago, representing my country here in Washington, and that was the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. We had to replace this National Day party here with isolated gifts of PPE, face masks, and hand sanitizers. It was hard to meet and greet each other at that time, but it was in those hard and difficult days that we grew ever more appreciative of our friendship and the value of extending helping hands toward one another. Signing the receipt for the donation of those precious American-made vaccines will forever be a highlight of my job here. If I may describe that challenging pandemic year as a year of disruption and renewing kindness among friends, the following year was one of adjustment and synchronization, when we endeavored to define pressing challenges and opportunities, and to vigorously build shared understandings of our interests and priorities. Moving ahead in lockstep and on rock-solid ground, the Taiwan-U.S. relationship during my 3rd year here has been packed with intensity and action. This year alone, we have welcomed to Taiwan over 40 bicameral, bipartisan members of Congress, plus 4 governors of Virginia, Michigan, Arizona, and New Mexico. Leaders of state legislatures, some of you are here tonight, from our own neighborhood of Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and Delaware, also traveled to extend American friendship to the people of Taiwan. Coming from the Taiwan side have also been flurries of activity. This year, President Tsai Ing-wen and Vice President William Lai both made smooth and successful transits through the United States as they traveled to engage with Taiwan's important diplomatic allies in the Western Hemisphere. On this, we thank then House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and congressional leaders for graciously hosting President Tsai at the Ronald Reagan Library this past April, exhibiting a spirit of unity and bipartisan commitment to our relationship. The Taiwanese people are encouraged by the overwhelming demonstration of interest and support for Taiwan's democracy. Building strength in the fabric of our relations, we have seen over the past year significant and substantive progress. We appreciate that the first trade agreement of the Biden administration came in the form of the U.S.-Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade. This agreement was supported by Congress, which passed its Implementation Act in unity and in record speed. Moving ahead in our economic relationship, we look forward to the active initiatives in Congress to resolve long-standing issues of double taxation, relieving our citizens and businesses of significant cross-border tax burdens, and opening the door to reciprocal two-way investment opportunities. In the area of security, the Biden administration has so far announced 11 arms sales packages to Taiwan. We thank the U.S. government for consistently addressing security commitments to Taiwan in accordance with the Taiwan Relations Act and the Six Assurances. With the support of Congress, initiatives such as foreign military financing and presidential drawdown authority supplement Taiwan's own efforts in enhancing our self-defense capabilities so that we would be in a position of strength to deter threats and safeguard peace and stability. Over the past few years, Taiwan has shown the international community that even while staring down threats and harassment, we will neither yield nor provoke. We have demonstrated the capability of managing risks resiliently and responsibly with calm and composure. As President Tsai has said, peace is our only option, and we are determined to maintain stability while upholding our values. If Taiwan is secure, the world will also be more secure. So I thank all of you for standing with us as we strive to advance our shared values and interests. Many of you here and more have contributed to all these efforts, but I want to especially acknowledge my counterpart, Laura Rosenberger of the American Institute in Taiwan and the team, and members of Congress who, although are already in recess, have especially come to be with us here tonight. Congressman Mike Collins from Georgia, Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart of Florida, and of course, our good friend, House Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Mike McCall, who is here. Of course, Taiwan-U.S. relations cannot be as strong without the unity of purpose from the people of Taiwan, represented tonight by elected members of the Taiwan Legislative Yuan, Chen Jingmin and Wu Xinying, and members from different political parties. We are very competitive at home, just like your two political parties. But when it comes to advancing the rock-solid Taiwan-U.S. partnership, I hope they will all agree with me in saying that we are all in it together. In addition to the many Taiwanese, unity both in Taiwan and the U.S. for this relationship. Of course, in addition to the many Taiwanese and Americans who are here today on this special occasion, I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation for the support from our like-minded partners and diplomatic allies. Thank you for speaking out for Taiwan on the international stage, and thank you for being with us to celebrate tonight's occasion. Tonight, our friends from Palau have brought us the sound of the ocean through their vocal performances shortly on the stage in the adjacent tent. Taiwan's Mr. Brown Coffee presents fresh coffee from Guatemala. The Czech Embassy has contributed several kegs of fresh draft Czech beer. Thank you, Ambassador. And our Slovakian friends have brought some of their good wines to share with us tonight. It's nice to have generous friends who have good stuff to share. The theme of TechRo's reception tonight is Taste of Freedom, Taste of Taiwan. And again, Taiwan's soft power extends beyond geopolitical headlines and technology. We are ready to present you the pride of our culture, good food and wine. In the spirit of celebration, we proudly serve various Taiwan-made wines, whiskey, sake, and beer. And for those of you who missed the Cavalon whiskey ice cream last year, this year you will have a new added flavor of sake ice cream to enjoy. Check it out. And also, please take a moment to enjoy the Taiwan Art Bank paintings displayed in the main house and the special exhibit supported by Taiwanese jewelry designer Eka Chen with a brand new flat panel digital art display panel made by AUO Taiwan. We are committed to being eco-friendly, and so the solar mobile lighting tower is brought to you by Taiwanese-American company Viacom and the fragrance products of the social enterprise Blue Seeds both fully demonstrate the robust development of Taiwan's green industries. Before leaving, don't forget to play shooting darts down there to win gifts and tasty fruit-flavored Taiwan beer. Also Taiwan. You can also take a photo in front of the green screen over there and select digital sceneries from a wide range of amazing views of Taiwan to make tonight's memories unforgettable. Thank you again for your presence tonight and for your unwavering support. Taiwan remains firm in its commitment to freedom and democracy and is determined to engage with the world. So, again, thank you as we work together in lockstep moving ahead for freedom, for democracy, for peace and stability, and for our shared prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. Next, we would like to invite Chair Laura Rosenberger of the American Institute in Taiwan to give her remarks.
Well, thank you, Representative Shao, for hosting us all this evening for this incredible event. Distinguished guests, friends, good evening. It's wonderful to see all of you, and always an honor to be here with you all at the beautiful Tech Row, especially on this beautiful evening with this beautiful weather that was ordered up just for this occasion. And it's particularly special to be here tonight celebrating Double 10. To Representative Shao and your team at Tech Row, thank you very much for your gracious hospitality, the delicious food that you just previewed to us that awaits, the warm welcome as always. Double 10 provides an important opportunity to reflect on the growing U.S.-Taiwan friendship, which is built upon the foundation of our shared values, democratic systems, and of course, an abiding shared interest in peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. Throughout the past year, it's safe to say that the U.S.-Taiwan partnership has grown closer than ever. And as Representative Shao and I have a tradition of like-mindedness, I think you will hear a lot of like-mindedness in my remarks alongside of hers. We've made significant strides in our economic partnership. In August, under the auspices of AIT and Tech Row, the United States and Taiwan held the second negotiating round of the U.S.-Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade to streamline regulations and pave the way for increased economic opportunities in both markets. We also look forward to welcoming a delegation from Taipei to San Francisco in November when we host APEC, which is an opportunity to highlight Taiwan's long-standing and ongoing economic contributions to APEC, especially in the areas of resiliency and sustainability, which is this year's theme. Hand in hand with our growing economic ties comes the widening range of people-to-people and cultural exchanges, an essential part of our relationship. We have witnessed the expansion of new educational exchanges, U.S. Mandarin language programs, and even STEM cross-border talent cultivation through such efforts as the U.S.-Taiwan Education Initiative and the launch of the inaugural U.S.-Taiwan Science and Technology Cooperation Dialogue last May. And of course, as Representative Shao highlighted, the U.S. commitment to enabling Taiwan to maintain a sufficient self-defense capacity has been and will remain rock solid. In just the past few months, the United States has used tools such as presidential drawdown authority, foreign military financing, and foreign military sales to bolster this effort. Of course, underlying these policy initiatives are the core tenets and values that underpin the U.S.-Taiwan partnership. Taiwan is a beacon of democracy in the Asia-Pacific and the world, whether it be high-tech development, women's economic empowerment, or pandemic preparedness. The world has much to learn from Taiwan. Now, I don't want to stand between you and the amazing food here. And anybody who knows me and my trips to Taiwan knows that the food is a really big highlight for me. But I do just want to highlight one other piece for me, which is how much my trips to Taiwan have been one of my favorite aspects in my role as AIT chair. I've been lucky enough to experience the incredible warmth of people across the island from all walks of life and partake in the rich culture from Taipei to Kaohsiung to Zhufan to Tainan. We all share a piece of that type of cultural exchange through tonight's spectacular event. So thank you again, Representative Shao, for hosting us tonight and the opportunity to celebrate with you. To the many friends from Taiwan and with Taiwan present, I hope you all enjoy the delicious food, the amazing company, and please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Thank you, Chair Rosenberger.
Next, we would like to invite Chairman Michael McCall of the House Foreign Affairs Committee to give his remark.
I certainly don't want to stand between you and the sake ice cream. But I want to thank you, Ambassador Shao, my dear friend, for hosting us here tonight. And I am here to report that the United States-Taiwan's relations has never been stronger. Thank you. 我爱台湾. Did I get that right? I love Taiwan. When I led a bipartisan CODEL to Taiwan in April, I enjoyed the incredible hospitality. We met with government officials from the LY Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Defense and President Tsai herself. And when I met with President Tsai, she told me that when she met with Chairman Xi, that he told her that democracy doesn't work. It's dysfunctional. I can make decisions like that. Chairman Xi is wrong. Democracy does work. And Taiwan is proof that it does work and can work. It has a vibrant media, government, economy, open society. It is of the utmost importance that we all do what we can to protect that openness. The CCP is trying to quash that democracy through force, and we saw that when we were on the island. But the United States must support Taiwan and ensure that it can defend itself. That is our law under the Taiwan Relations Act. I am committed to working to make sure Taiwan, in my role as Chairman of Foreign Affairs, gets the weapons and training it needs to fight off an aggressively increasing CCP military. Protecting Taiwan's democracy is the key to U.S. national security and U.S. economic interests as well. Taiwan is in the middle of an important trade line, and we are working on the trade deal. We are also working on the double taxation treaty. I'm working with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee on that. And we're working on the semiconductors as well. For if the CCP were to control trade around Taiwan and semiconductor chips, every one of us would live a much harder and more expensive life. So I'm honored to be here today celebrating Taiwan's National Day. What a happy day. Very happy celebration. I look forward to working with my Taiwanese friends. By the way, y'all are awesome. To strengthen our political, our economic, and our security relations. So with that, to anyone who can raise a glass to Taiwan, let me just say in Mandarin, I say cheers first in English, but in Mandarin I say Gong Bei.